for the same rate, which is like the same job essentially. Um, and I met Shanice because I don't know if anybody in here like knows Navy terms or anything like that, but my rack, it's like they're like bunk beds, right? And so mine was directly diagonal from hers. So we like got dressed in the morning together, we brushed our teeth together, showered together, like all of that. And she was friends with a girl right below me.
Mm-hmm.
So she used to talk about her relationship with the girl below me. I I remember in the beginning I a lot of it out because I wanted to sleep. But um from what I gathered, she seemed like she was in a monogamous relationship with her man.
Mm-hmm.
And she seemed unsettled when her man brought up Olivia in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it seems like they have this idea that, or they try to perpetuate this idea that they've been poly from the beginning. But from my understanding, it was not like that. It was a monogamous relationship. And it's super common in the Navy. It's like, it's so, it gets me so mad. Like, not a lot of people understand it because they're not in the military. But a lot of times, one partner will get being gone and they will try to about an open relationship or a poly relationship because they already found somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, when you're on deployment, it's like you either have to agree or when you get home, your bags are packed.
Mm.
So that is kind of like the idea that I got from their relationship. What I know about Shanice personally is I think another girl in here said it before, Champagne something.
Mm-hmm.
Shanice is a super like at work you would never think this is the same person. Like she is very very independent. She knows her stuff. She does not let any man like boss her around. She is like super like that bitch. Like I've always looked up to her because she's a couple ranks higher than me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was crazy when I saw her because I have a group chat with all the people that I went on deployment with or my friends, and we're like, "Is this?" We call her Greer because that's her last name. So we're like, "Is this Greer?" And we could not believe it was the same person at all, like at
Mm-hmm.
all, because she exudes everything that you would think about, like I don't want to say respectful, but like someone you would respect. And then when you see her on a live, it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's so disappointing, kind of. And I
Mm-hmm.
like put it out there because I feel like a lot of people have like this weird misconception that like she is recruiting Olivia and all this other stuff. I have
Mm-hmm.
listened to her talk for hours and hours about her man and this whole ordeal with like going back and forth or not whether they should let Olivia into the relationship. And it was literally, from what I understand, he pressured her into having this relationship. And
Mm-hmm.
it's so disappointing because everybody's like, oh, Shanice is old, Shanice blah 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 blah, or that Shanice is evil or whatever. And it was, I feel like it was never like that. It was very much like she was trying to hang on to her relationship, and he said, if I'm gonna stay, you need to bring this other girl in, or I should be able to bring this other girl in. And I know from personal experience for being with somebody toxic and narcissistic and abusive that no matter how many times somebody tells you this is not a good person, you're not gonna listen. And
Yeah.
you're gonna do anything to get them to stay. And I
Well,
felt
I mean,
it.
to be honest with you, I look at this, and the only person I see benefiting from this is Olivia. And I
Right.
mean, of course, he's benefiting, but I mean, I look at Shanice. Oh, she looks absolutely miserable.
Miserable.
She looks like she does not look like there's any real emotion, any real happiness behind those eyes. It does not. Listen, I'm not a doctor, okay? I don't pretend to be one, but I think she said she was bi. She started promoting that she was bi because he wanted her,
Right.
and I don't think she's truly bi. I think Olivia, and I think she's listening. I think she got an AirPod in, and that's probably why she's sitting closest to the window. Probably got it in the other ear, and her hair is down covering it. We know you're listening, Shanice. Girl, it's very obvious that this is not who you are. I don't think you're happy. And I think you know you're not happy. But I also think that she you, if you're listening, she cares so much for this guy that she wants to believe that this is what happiness looks like, and that this is what's going to propel her to wife status.
Yes.
I think she wants to be the wife. But in doing so, you're sacrificing everything that you truly believe in because this isn't going to make him propose to you. He's not going to propose to you because if he was going to do it, he would have done it already. This is not, you don't go on deployment and then he tells this, essentially he told you he was lonely, he wanted someone else. You were obviously, gone away, and he found someone to fill the void, and look how happy she is.
Mm.
And
And
I
she's
believe
Go
that
ahead.
she met Olivia, or he met Olivia way before he told her. Because there's no way that it's just, oh,
No.
and I flew her out. Because he contradicts himself. He says that he invites people on a business plan or whatever, mentorship, and flies them out. And I had seen in a comment when Olivia had been asked, like, oh, did you get flown out? And she said no, because it was her creating some type of business trip, and had been nothing about being in a relationship, so that she's
Mm-hmm.
like. But he was saying that he paid for her flight. So none of it makes sense. I'm just saying, I feel like he was lonely and he didn't want to be lonely on deployment anymore. So he convinced his girl that they should bring another girl in, and she's too insecure to realize that that's not where she needs to be. I think Olivia knew that they were in a relationship, and I think she's a homewrecker. Personally, I don't care how young she is, and everybody gets up in here, she's so young. Da, 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 da. I think
Mm-hmm.
Olivia knows exactly what she's doing, has been known exactly what she's doing, and continues with it because she thinks that she can bump Shanice out at some point.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a very much a possibility. Listen, I gotta be honest with you. Someone bringing in an 18-year-old, and that's not going to make me happy at all. Okay, especially you're out here working, you're in the military, and you think you are with this guy who truly cares about you. And look at what your life has become. I mean, this is just me on the outside. Her life has become an entire performance for TikTok. For this man who ain't even all that. It can't be that good. Shanice, it can't be that good. It can't be slanging the slanging. Listen, it can't be. It can't be that good, and I know you know it ain't that good.
And he's
She
feisty.
probably she probably want to laugh right now. I know you know it ain't that good. It can't be.
Can I talk?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so I haven't watched their lives for too long. Their life kind of popped up on my For You page randomly about like a week ago, maybe. And for me personally, so I have my own little love story, you know what I'm saying? And it's a little